just voice activating your GoPro. How do you feel?
Hey everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm here with Braden from Tasty Time. We're trying to go over what it's like to be in a small town as content creators and how that has affected our content as a whole. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by Christmas, and I'm
trying to reach 3 digits.
Yeah, but yeah, subscribe if you like our content. It'd be much appreciated. Thanks.
So you may be thinking to yourself, why would a collab between Chase Tomlinson and Tasty Time exist? It makes no sense. And you're correct. It doesn't make any sense. I do not do photography. I took a photography class in high school. And that's about it. But we both have a vision. That vision is McDonald's. So you may be wondering, what are we doing on this vlog? Like, what are we gonna talk about as far as that small town growing up and everything like that? Well, the first thing is, if you wanna pan the camera for them, Chase, where we live does this really cool Christmas display every year in like our main park, our town park.
Golden.
But yeah, so it's literally the most like stereotypical Christmassy things ever. Like, keep Christ in Christmas and peace on earth, which is cool. But yeah, so this is what we're working with. There's certain things we were thinking about talking about, but like I think the main thing that we were mentioning is like we've both grown up together in this small town. We went to the same school, which we went to a private school together, a private Christian school together, and it was kindergarten through senior in high school.
Yeah.
And we had maybe 100 students at peak, like between all of those grades, which is wild.
Which I think is like gone up by now, right?
Yeah, it's gone up some, but it's crazy that, can I pass you?
Yeah, they're letting us pass.
It's crazy that that's like a thing. Like, we would interact with kindergartners every day.
And yeah, I feel like one of the things that's definitely affected like us as content creators and like a small town type of thing is the fact that there's not a lot of people who understand what like content creation is. Like,
oh my goodness, yeah.
Okay, so I've been doing like my photography content for like say a year now, maybe just over a year. My channel actually just hit its birthday like a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I got a notification, but yeah. So my dad had.
1 year is crazy, by the way.
That is pretty cool.
That's insane. Mr. Beast took like 3 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
I'm getting there. But yeah. So my dad didn't even know that I did content,
here's the
right?
epilepsy section.
What the heck?
I don't recall it normally doing this.
No, I think it's just supposed to. It's probably a voltage issue. I don't know.
Anyway, sorry, your dad.
But yeah, like my dad didn't even know that I did any kind of content, and when I told him, he was like, so what do you do? Just put like slideshows on the internet or something? Like, he couldn't even wrap his head around the fact that I made videos for YouTube and did that as a hobby. Like,
oh, that's funny.
Like, my whole family's just like, oh, he does something on the internet, and they're just rolling with it. And like, that's the same thing with a lot of people in the town, because it's a small like country, just redneck town.
Yeah.
Greenville, Tennessee. We're right in the mountains, kind of thing.
Nowhere.
Oh yeah. So like, whenever we're going to say like, oh, we make videos and stuff, they're like, yeah, these guys are crazy.
No, like it was the same thing for me. Like, for me growing up, like, there's a video that I found of me trying to record like Super Smash Bros on my Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
For like one of my like old YouTube videos back whenever I was like 12 or 13 years old, and my dad yells at me. He's like, "Braden, what are you doing?" Like, while I'm recording it, and I go, talking to myself." And that's and then I cut it.
Anyways, talking to myself.
And that's just that explains it. Like, you don't know how to explain to people like this idea of like influencing, and that's like a plausible thing to try and do, and like you can put your ideas in this new format, and people just don't really get it. I know, like, growing up and stuff, like in school, I mean, you and I didn't even realize how much each other was wanting to do content.
Oh, yeah,
we
for
never
sure.
did stuff together, but both of us were trying secretly behind the scenes to like make our own content, you know?
Yeah, me with the blow and throw, and the guy who said you,
Yeah.
and then you with
With whatever was happening
the
at that
Smash
time.
Bros content.
Smash Bros content, or like streaming. Dude, I used to stream on Twitch with the same Wi-Fi that you have.
Oh yeah, dude.
So my resolution was 144p. It was literally just pixels, and then I had a peak viewership of 7 on a game called The Cycle, because like one of the developers for it ended up like hopping in my stream,
yeah.
and it was just so cool.
I think my peak like content before I did like my photography content was definitely Brawlhalla streaming.
You and I would
Yeah.
play Brawlhalla together, and then you would
Dude.
just like, I'd be like, what are you doing? You're like, dude, I have 500 viewers right now. And I was like, what?
Dude, it was so awesome too, because like the community I built up was so awesome. Shout out to you, Yanko, if you're still watching. Dude, he was such a big help. He's like, it was like my co-streamer kind of thing. And then we got rated by the official Brawlhalla channel, which was sick.
Yeah,
And,
you were, I mean, you
Honestly,
had a huge potential actually there.
if I wouldn't have folded into peer pressure, then I probably could have done better than I'm doing in YouTube right now.
Oh, 1,000%. You'd probably be making a decent amount of money on Twitch.
Maybe, yeah.
And I would be riding in your shadow trying to make Brawlhalla content. I'm just kidding. I couldn't. Another thing is, did you really love Brawlhalla though?
Oh yeah, I did. I really liked all the people I got to talk to, even though they were like
Ladies and gentlemen,
12.
we got him.
But like, I mean, some of them were cool.
That's a quote right there. I loved all the people I talked to, especially the ones that were 12.
Yeah, okay, no.
There's also the aspect of like small town that's like the whole idea of like collaboration. Like, for example, it makes no sense that you and I are collaborating, but
That's
because
so
we
true.
knew each other and because like we grew up together and stuff, we have somewhat chemistry. Like, you know, that it makes sense for us to collaborate there. But like, you do photography and I do what it is that I do.
Yeah.
I don't have an ability to tell people in one sentence what my channel would be about, other than just it. I want everything to tell a story.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just means that you have more freedom than like the average creator, like probably more than I do.
Probably, which is crazy because it feels like less freedom sometimes. But I think that's just me doing things to myself, putting myself on blast. And
I know there is this thing like whenever you have too many options and yet you feel restricted, it's like choice paralyzation or something like that. I don't know, something
that's the
along
biggest
those
word
terms.
I've ever heard you say.
Well, I guess you never heard me say automatopoeia. I don't know what it means, but
Paralyzation is way bigger than automatopoeia,
oh,
right? Collaboration is really hard though, because like, for example, I can think of 3 channels, counting yours and I's,
yeah.
that I actively know the people that like run the channel are like feasible amount of subscribers, like that it makes sense.
Yeah. Whoa.
And there's just no context where like we, either you or I, would collaborate with the other channel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I guess the next like good point would be, what are your like expectations for this next year for specifically your YouTube channel?
For this next year, I'm really focused on making more long-form content because earlier, I mean, shorts are what get views for me, shorts are what get me subscribers, but I'd really like to focus on building a content base, like building content around like long-form videos and like
And having a community
building-
that's like
building a community that's like,
actively interacting with you.
yeah, well, I mean, I do kind of have that, but it's mostly made of my friends, I mean, the occasional relative or two, and some of my co-host Brawlhalla streamers, which is really interesting.
Some of your 12-year-olds.
No, they're actually like 35.
What is like the most interesting experience you've had as a content creator so far?
Well, okay, I was going around this abandoned military explosives factory. And
What a start! Who starts like that? I was expecting to be like, yeah, I was like, you know, vlogging and someone
No, I was vlogging, but and someone was like, "Hey," but it was a homeless dude, and he was living in the TNT factory, and I promptly left. Well, I actually didn't leave. I went to a different part of the thing, and I saw another one, and then I left.
Another homeless man?
Yeah, there was like a lot of homeless people.
That's kind of high-key terrifying.
Yeah, a month later they demolished the whole place. It's currently like a wasteland now. So yeah, that's probably the most interesting experience that I've had as a content creator so far.
And like so what were you hoping to film at the explosives base?
I was hoping to mainly farm views.
That'll do it. I think the most interesting story that's happened to me from content creation was definitely with Try or Die. So the first one was whenever I walked into a gas station here and like to buy an energy drink. And the cashier just goes, "Do you make YouTube videos?" And I go, "What?" We had 200 subscribers, by the way.
Nice.
That's it. You have more subscribers than we ever did. And he goes, "I'm pretty sure you make YouTube content, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, it's Try or Die or something." And I got recognized by a complete stranger.
That's so weird.
It freaked me out, and I was like trying to sit there, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I somehow like found you on Instagram through like people I knew, and then like somehow it was you, and I've been like watching your stuff and actually like listening to your guys' podcast. I actually really like it." And that was the coolest experience. Oh my goodness. Dopamine.
I don't think I've ever been recognized, and I have over 800 subscribers.
Oh, dude, pure. No, I'm saying I know that the U.S. is the primary consumer of sexual gratification toys.
How long has we've been recording for?
Just had to make sure it was actually recording this time. This is our second outro because
I forgot to turn on the mic.
yeah, you did. Wallow in that. Anywho, the most unexpected collab of all time. Actually, no one expected or unexpected a collab from us because no one knows who we are yet. But you will soon. Chase Tomlinson, Tasty Time. It'll be a household name before you know it. But yeah, it's been super fun getting to collab. We just got to talk, catch up, and get to make content out of it.
It's been a really good video. We covered some great topics about how it's like to grow up in a small town and be a content creator and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you liked our content, just make sure to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 by Christmas. He's trying to reach
100 by the next year.
In general.
I'm trying to reach an amount of subscribers that is 3 digits.
You'll get there.
I will. Just make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you want to see other collabs or have any ideas that you would want to see us do,
just comment down below what those would be.
Let us know.
All right. See you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Take
Peace.
care. Peace.